I'm Peter Whitmore. My wife Susan and I were married for 41 years. For 41 years, I thought everything was fine. Now, I know it wasn't, and I'm sharing my story so you don't make the same mistakes I did. Susan and I met in our early 20s. It was one of those classic stories. We were young, in love, and thought we had all the time in the world. Our wedding day was beautiful. I remember looking at her and thinking I was the luckiest man alive, and for a while, we were happy. We built a life together. We had a house, 2 kids, the whole package. On the surface, we were the perfect couple. Our friends would say, "You two are what we all hope for." We went to family gatherings. We celebrated birthdays. We took the occasional vacation. We did all the things a married couple is supposed to do, but looking back, I see the cracks. They were small at first, almost invisible. Little moments of disconnection that added up over time. I was busy with my career, always chasing the next promotion, the next big project. I told myself I was doing it for us, for the family. I was providing. But what I was really doing was building a wall, brick by brick, between Susan and me. I'd come home late, tired, and my mind would still be at the office. Susan would ask me about my day, and I'd give her a one-word answer. She'd try to tell me about hers, about something funny the kids did, or a problem with the garden, and I'd be scrolling through emails on my phone, only half listening. I remember her wanting to take a pottery class together. She was so excited about it. She'd found a local studio, showed me the brochure, her eyes lighting up. "It'll be fun," she said. "We can get our hands dirty." I just waved it off. "I don't have time for that, Susan. I'd say maybe next year." Next year never came. The brochure sat on the counter for a week before it disappeared into a drawer, another forgotten dream. Then there was the dancing. Susan loved to dance. In our early days, we'd go out dancing all the time. But as life got busier, the music stopped. On our 25th anniversary, she suggested we go out, just the 2 of us, to a little club we used to love. I was tired from a long week at work. "Let's just stay in," I said. "We can watch a movie." We never went dancing again. I chose the comfortable silence of the sofa over the sound of her laughter on a dance floor. I chose routine over romance. I thought I was a good husband. I paid the bills. I fixed things around the house. I never raised my voice, but I was an absent husband. I was physically present, but my heart and my mind were a million miles away. I took her for granted. I assumed she'd always be there, that our life together was a given, not a gift to be cherished every single day. I was wrong, terribly wrong. 2 years ago, Susan got sick. It started subtly, a lingering cough, a tiredness she couldn't shake. We went to the doctor, and the news was devastating. The diagnosis came like a punch to the gut, knocking the wind out of our world. Suddenly, all those promotions and projects I'd poured my life into seemed so meaningless. The only thing that mattered was Susan. The months that followed were the hardest of our lives. I became her full-time caregiver. I quit my job without a second thought. For the first time in decades, my entire world revolved around her. And in those final months, I finally started to see her. Really see her. Not as my wife, not as the mother of my children, but as Susan. The woman who loved old black and white movies, who hummed off-key when she was gardening, who had a secret passion for spy novels. We spent her last days in a hospice. It was a quiet, peaceful place. We talked more in those few weeks than we had in the past 20 years. She wasn't angry. She wasn't bitter. She was just sad. Sad for the life we could have had. One afternoon, as she was looking through an old photo album, she pointed to a picture of herself as a young woman, standing in front of a travel poster of the Scottish Highlands. "I always wanted to go to Scotland," she whispered, her voice weak. "I dreamt of seeing the castles, of hearing the bagpipes echo through the glens." I felt a stone drop in my stomach. I had no idea. In 41 years of marriage, I never knew my own wife's biggest dream. I had been so wrapped up in my own world, my own ambitions, that I never even thought to ask. I had promised her the world, and I hadn't even given her Scotland. We sat in silence, the weight of all those unspoken dreams filling the small room. I held her hand, its skin as thin as paper, and I just cried. I cried for the years we lost, for the conversations we never had, for the dances we never danced. I cried for the man I should have been for her. Susan passed away peacefully a few days later, and in the silence that followed, her absence was a deafening roar. The house felt empty, hollowed out, a museum of our life together. Every object held a memory, a ghost of what was and what could have been. I found the pottery class brochure tucked away in a drawer, the corners soft and worn. I stood in the living room where our dusty dancing shoes lay forgotten in a closet, and I thought about Scotland. It's so easy to get lost in the rush of daily life. We think we have all the time in the world, but we don't. We get so busy building a life that we forget to live it. We communicate through screens. We text, "I love you" from across the room. We mistake presence for connection. We think that being in the same house is the same as being together. It's not. Connection is not about grand gestures. It's not about expensive gifts or fancy vacations, though those are nice. It's in the small things. It's putting your phone away when your partner is talking to you. It's asking about their day and actually listening to the answer. It's noticing the little things that make them happy and the little things that worry them. It's holding their hand for no reason at all. It's knowing their dreams, even the silly ones, and helping them make those dreams come true. It's choosing to dance in the kitchen, even if you're terrible at it. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't let regret be the last chapter of your love story. Put down your phone. Look at the person you love. Really look at them. Ask them about their dreams. Ask them if they want to go to Scotland. And then, for God's sake, book the tickets. My Stoicism was the most incredible woman. This is a picture of her when she was 24, full of life, full of dreams. I wish I had been the man she deserved. My biggest regret is that I learned how to be a good husband only when I was about to lose my wife. Don't make the same mistake. Cherish what you have while you have it. Thank you for listening.